Good afternoon, it's Chris. It's Friday the 29th of September, so this is the next in my series about how to create vlogs. So what I'm going to do in this vlog, I'm going to actually go to the software, how I actually edited the vlog that I did last week. So that's using PowerDirector 15, which is a software that I recently purchased. Okay, so we go to that software now. And this is the main screen. So in this area here, this shows some assets that are already there, so a few JPEGs and one short movie. The screen on the right, that's the preview screen. And down here is the tracks, so that being movie tracks, soundtracks, other effects. We also have a line 2 where we can add other tracks with sound, titles, and so we can build up a movie with these tools. Now in this area we've also got the different effects. FX Effect Room, just give you an idea, different types of effects here. I haven't tried them all yet. Particle Room, Titles, this is one that could be used quite often. Transitions, so if you're recording scenes, you're going from one place to another, you can create transitions in this room. Here we've got Audio Mixing Room and microphone if using the computer to record. So I'm just going to try and show how I went about editing last week's vlog. So if I go into the files for last week, so I go into import, I keep the I keep the files on an external drive, a 1 terabyte external drive. So they were for the 22nd of September. So the main video that I used was this one, and the audio which I recorded on my iPhone is this one. I also did a snapshot of the camera setup, so I will put that in as well. So we open those. And they brought them into this space here. And actually you can see that all these others, these other JPEGs, they're there for examples and can get rid of those if we want. But I'll leave them there for now. Alright, so I'm going to bring the movie into the timeline, bring the audio track into the timeline. So the audio track has to go on to line 2, audio section. Now, just expand that a little bit, it's easier to see this one as well. Now you can see that when I recorded with the camera, it did record the sound, but I don't want to use that, and the reason being that it picks up noise within the camera, and also the quality of the sound is not as good as what I can record using the memo function on my iPhone. But what I want to do is line up the sounds, and I'll try and show you the tricks that I use to do that. If I start playing the main track, and I've just unticked the sound from the iPhone, and there's a big spike there, that's where I've clapped, and that's to signal when I'm really starting the video. So I'm just going to start playing it from there. So this is going to be playing bits that weren't shown on the video last week. Okay, so I clapped, and that shows where I'm really starting the video. So what I'm going to do now is, with the audio from the iPhone, the spike, I'm going to try and line those up. So I'll put this line over the audio from the camera, and I line the other one up with. It's a little bit tricky. Now, I wouldn't need to do this if I was using something like an external mic on the camera, something like a Rode external mic, or if I was using a Lavalier clip-on mic that can be wireless or wired. Okay, what I'll do now, I will take the sound, I will mute the sound from the camera, so I untick that, and turn on the sound from the iPhone, and we'll see if those line up. They didn't quite. So I'm just going to do this myself, and I will edit that bit out. Okay, just a sec. Okay, so they're lined up now. So what I'm going to do is chop it off at the part where just before the clapping, just to tidy it up a little bit. So I go to split, which is here. What I need to do is select them both, split, select the ones we want to discard, into the bin, remove and leave a gap. Then I want to unlink the soundtrack that was from the camera. So I right click, go to link unlink video and audio. And then select the audio, and we just get rid of that now. And then the audio track that was recorded on the phone, I bring up. And I'm satisfied that those are aligned, so I'm not going to test it again. I'm just going to link them two again. So I select them both, and then go to link, unlink video and audio. Now they're linked. It might not look it, but if I select one, then you see that both are selected, and I can move them about. They both go at the same time, so they're linked. Okay. Now I also had titles on that video last week, so I'm just going to bring those in. So I go back to my folder. Titles. I had previously done these on Photoshop Elements, but titles can be done within PowerDirector or various other software. I'm just going to bring those in. Now then, I'm just going to show one title. I'm not necessarily going to show it in the position where it should have been. So I'll bring the date down, and in fact that can be at the beginning or near the beginning. So I'll put that onto line 2. I could put it up there, and because the image size isn't as big as the image size of the camera, then you will still see what's behind it. Now I bring it down onto here. And let's just test that. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to chop off the bits that we don't need. Okay, now I bring in the date. And let's see how that is looking. In fact, what I did do, I gave it some movement using this function here. Okay, it. Okay, I think that just about covers it. Okay, that just about covers it. Okay. Okay, I hope you found that informative. If you like this and you like previous ones, think about subscribing, give a thumbs up, and see you next week.